seems like there's so many more cool women than cool guys. Is that awful for me to say? But that is my, you know, sort of empirical, anecdotal observation.
The question I should be asking is not where, but how. How do I go about meeting more men in my life? Because most women just aren't meeting the quantity of men that they should be meeting in their everyday lives.
And is it harder than it used to be, do you think?
Well, it's, to follow up on what Matthew's saying, it's really easy to do. I mean, we have a certain routine in our life. You know, we go to the same gym every single weekend. We tend to meet our same girlfriends at the same restaurants. You know, it's like a scene out of Sex and the City. If you're going to go to the gym on Saturday, instead grab a friend and go for a hike. Go to a place where there might be, you know, the other gender, the opposite sex there. Instead of going grocery shopping at the same place, try a farmer's market. It supports your local community, and it's really actually a fun social venue.
Tracy, you wrote this article in 2011, which is now a book. It blew up on the internet. It was directed to women. It was called Why You're Not Married. And among the reasons you list is 1, you're a bitch, 2, you're shallow, 3, you're selfish.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I'm glad you guys are laughing because I was really saying it a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Yes, it's provocative, but here's the thing. We all have friends. We all have, at least one person who comes to us and says, how come I'm not married? Right? You have a coworker, a friend, and you think to yourself, I know why, right? That's what this, the book is about that. It's about looking in there for like what part of me maybe has obstacles.
And Matthew, you have something called the 10-second rule, which I think is really interesting. I go back and forth. Sometimes I think if you have a connection with someone, you know in that first 30 seconds of meeting them whether or not you could actually see yourself touching them. Seriously.
I like that logic.
Do you think that's true?
The 10-second rule is this. Most guys don't know how to talk to you. Guys everywhere are looking at you saying, I want to talk to this woman, but I don't know how. And women need to be able to give that guy a license. So what I say to women is, don't be easy, but in the first 10 seconds, be easy. Women always think, I can't make the first move, because it will look desperate, it will look needy, that's not me, I can't do it. And I say to women, women have been making the first move for years.
I often make the first move. I've sent hot chocolate to a guy at a diner. Can you? I thought that was so cute. I had the waitress go over and say, "That's from that woman in the corner," and I was like,
and I don't think there's a...
I mean, to me, I thought that was. I mean, you've got to be a little creative, girls. You know, and if it doesn't work out, that's okay, because you don't want to be with someone who's not attracted to you anyway, right?
I think you just need to know how to behave and how to react when you have met that person. And it could be in any random place. And obviously, the wider a net you cast, the more opportunities you have.
Well, where are other places, seriously, where you can go and meet eligible guys?
I mean, I love the idea of meeting somebody when you're involved in an interest that you're really, that you're really involved in. So to me, like, you find the things that you love to do and then go do them. If that's salsa dancing or something you've always wanted to do that you haven't done yet.
It's all really about your attitude, don't you think?
Well, you've got to get curious about people.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the only thing that makes us nervous is intent. I had a woman came to my seminar, and she was terrified, so shy. And I took her outside into the street, and I said, I want you to go and ask that guy the time. And she said, well, I can do that. I said, I know you can. So go ask him the time. She did it, she came back. I said, good, now do it 10 more times. So she went and did it 10 more times. She came back, I said, okay. She said, I've mastered the art of asking for the frickin' time. I said, this is great. You did great. So now I want you to ask for the time and tell him you like his watch. So she came back, she did it. I said, do it 9 more times. She came back, she said, okay, I got that. I said, great. Now ask for the time, tell him you like his watch, and say, because he's got such great taste, he needs to give you an idea for a present to buy your brother or your nephew or someone else.
Smart.
And she went away and she did it. We did this 10 times. She came back with 2 dates and 4 numbers.
Matthew literally wrote the book on how to get the guy, so we asked him to put his skills as a dating coach to the test with one lady who's been unlucky in love. Let's see how they did.
My name is Alexandra. I'm 28 years old. I am very single.
So I'm here tonight to meet the lovely Alex, who right now really wants to find a guy, but there's some things holding her back. So I have her speed dating tonight.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Matthew.
Alex.
Hi,
nice
Alex.
to meet you.
Tell me about what it's normally like when you're talking to a guy for the first time.
I'm usually nervous. I get really awkward. I'll make stupid facial expressions.
What sort of things do you talk about?
God, I mean, things as banal as the weather and like, what do you do for a living?
You just asked me what I do. I'm an accountant.
Oh, numbers. That sounds really boring.
I'm now a heartbroken accountant. You just killed me. Okay, so you get tongue-tied, you'll make a face.
And then I will get quiet and shy.
So those are the 3 things we want to work on. Right now, just do your thing.
Okay.
Don't even worry about what I'm doing. You just do you, and we'll reconvene afterwards.
Okay.
So here I am, where I'm going to be watching Alex on her dates. I'm going to be watching her facial expressions and what she's doing, but I'm also going to be seeing how the guy reacts to her.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hello.
What do you do for a living?
You can feel how nervous she is, because you can always see when someone's nervous when they can't even answer the most basic questions about themselves. She's on the edge.
It's the first time you've done this? So do you have like any siblings? Are you spoiled?
She's going question, 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 but at no point is she coming back and controlling the frame.
I love music and I love traveling.
Okay.
A little flirtation going on with her eyes right now. Don't think we can't see it, Alex. Oh, we see it. Okay, so we're done with the first round of dates. I'm now going to bring Alex out and we are going to dissect what she is doing right and wrong.
How am I doing?
Firstly, congrats on the first few. So I gave you some tips. Remember what they are, just tell them to me real quick.
Compliment him, address the awkwardness,
And above all, keep it emotional, not logical.
emotional, not logical.
This time, I'm going to be in your ear the whole time. Talk me through your obsession.
Talk to me about your obsession. I'm for real single.
Well, that's, I guess, like a good thing and a bad thing, you know?
Well, it's bad for me, but you know.
No, it's not bad for you. It's great. You love it.
No, it's great. I love it.
So what's something I should really know about you?
And what's something that I should really know about you?
I played rugby in college.
Oh,
I
wow.
feel like you should know something about me. What do you want to know?
Sorry, I feel like you should know something about me.
Oh.
What do you want to know?
Really great.
It's really
No, I meant you're really great right now. Come here, you rascal. What did you notice was a difference?
I felt more confident. It was good.
Well, I think you did a really good job, so we'll high five to that.
And the very brave Alex Amin is here. Alex. So, do you think you're a better dater now? I mean, what kind of things did you learn?
The biggest one for me, because I'm so not smooth, is knowing that I can control the pace of a conversation, and paying somebody a compliment worked very well. I paid somebody a compliment, then they paid me a compliment, and who doesn't like to be complimented? So it worked out really well.
I actually am a good dater, by the way, but this is my approach. I usually ask a lot of questions because I think people love to talk about themselves. And so I'm also very curious about people. So if we were actually, I mean, we're not obviously, but if we were out to having a drink, I would say, so tell me about yourself. How long have you lived in New York? I would say, how did you get into this crazy business that you're doing? So I think I would ask a lot of questions, and I think that's a good way to go. Girls, this is my opinion, because I think it shows that you're interested in someone, and people do love to talk about themselves.
And I was going to say, one of the ways to get into like just being the person on the date is try not for a woman to have the date directly after work. Don't go in with your work clothes and your work mood and, you know, we're scheduling people in for lunches. The man really wants to feel like he's on a date, and he appreciates when a woman comes as a woman and not as the worker. You're not going to interview him. You're not. So if you ask the questions, it's in a different